like, to tell people, like, oh, what you're doing is shit, who went back to school after having kind of like a harder life, and now she works at a job, and I'm so freaking proud of her for turning her life around. That was growth that made her a better person. That 9-to-5 freaking job. Wow, crazy. You are so perfect. I wouldn't get too cocky and proud because you need your team to continue to give you money. I hate to be like in that tone right now, but it's so frustrating to see this bullshit. It's really frustrating because you're being toxic to people who watch you. You're trying to convince and make people and hit people in a spot that hurts to get them to join your scheme so you can benefit off them. It's just like people go to this, watch this, and feel like crap. Or unfollow because I see the social blades. It was a TikTok find. Excuse me. Adam is so lucky to have me. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Different setting today, very casual. No, I was laying on the couch here. I was like, Megan, you kind of look decent. It's your anniversary today. Happy 2 years to me and Adam. You're waiting on him. It's you know, it's not waiting on a woman, it's more like waiting on a man. He said he was gonna get off early for work. I doubt it. Anyway, I was like, gosh, I'm laying here. I have a lot of stuff on my phone that I could go through. I'm put together, sort of. I might have a little bit of time to kill. So I thought we can go through the crap that I have on my phone. So I'm gonna call this series All About Me. And then I want to, like, you know, like the, you know, song by, who is it? Toby Keith or Alan. All About Me. See, I like talking about you usually. But all the time, I like to talk about me. So I have, well, we're gonna start with All About Me. What you're gonna notice in here is my FBI skills are still very focused on my emotions. So you're gonna probably notice a lot of people that are similar or the same. And of course I'm gonna blur the faces out if they have anything or whatever. This series is called All About Me.
It is also my favorite time of the day because I work so hard for, to be extremely present and here for all these little moments. So during this time, I completely unplug from work and I am just in full-blown mommy mode and I absolutely love it. So we are on a walk right now. We had lunch, we made some baby food, we did the dishes, we played, and when we get home she will go down for a nap. But I'm just feeling so thankful and so appreciative of all these little moments. So just remember, your dreams are always worth fighting for.
So what you're gonna notice a lot of in this video, it's all gonna be a little different, but I work so hard for this. But I'm sorry, I truly am. But when these coaches say that they are in control of their business, they are in control of their success, they literally are not. Yes, they can put a lot of work in and try in recruiting, but they cannot control anyone to stay active. They cannot control anyone to hold their diamond or star diamond ranking. They can't control any of that. And so to say you work so hard for this freedom and then to rub it in everybody's faces, rarely giving your team recognition because you know they're the ones who are giving you that freedom, that is wrong. And that's what really ticks me off. And I need a drink. Couch snuggles before nap time. I just love that I can do this midday whenever I feel like it. 12 weeks would not have been long enough maternity leave for this mama. You're gonna notice a very common thing. It's putting down people with typical, very common jobs. Majority of the people live, you know, they go to a job, they have maternity leave, they actually have guaranteed pay, right? We're forgetting the whole perk side. They have leave They have paid leave. They have these benefits that help them. They can take vacation time or whatever. But yet they say things like this to make them feel bad, and they are trying to be inspiring. I can do this midday whenever I feel like it. 12 weeks would not have been long enough maternity leave for this mama. I think anyone would love to stay home with their kid. And maybe some people wouldn't. They probably would, are just like, you know what? It's just time for a break. I need a little breather. That's normal for people. That's a normal emotion for people.
Way a little work hour with some of my top coaches on my team, and we were really just talking about the income potential of this business and like what our goals are. And it's so crazy for me to look back and see all of the growth that I've had myself, even in the past couple of months. My income has freaking taken off in the past couple of months with coaching, and I've been able to match my full-time income from my other job, and that's just crazy to me. It's really cool to be able to see that like there was a time where I made $0 a week, and there was a time that my paychecks were not very high whatsoever, and I've been able to build this, and I've been able to work for this, and I've been able to create this for myself. It's so cool to have literally started at the bottom.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm very happy that she has another gig that makes her happy, and she has this passion and fire. But I don't believe that these people are actually proud of themselves for, unless they are really kind of heartless and they're numb to what they're actually doing, they're taking advantage of people. And then she's talking about how she built this for herself, when she could not be doing this without her team and growing her team. She has to grow her team to get to what she's talking about right now. She has to. And it just really irritates me. It just rubs me the wrong way. Like, yes, putting the work in, you know, following your dreams is a huge thing, but doing this and then bragging about how you did it alone. Let's just listen.
And been able to saying, I think it is so rewarding to be able to start there, to be able to look back and think of everything that I've gone through and think that I've literally built this for myself. There were weeks that I wasn't making any money, and now here I am, and I've worked hard over time, and now I'm making the same amount of money that I make in a week at my other job, and that's just absolutely wild to me. It's just so rewarding to have built that up yourself and to have like gone through the struggles, and it just makes it so much more rewarding than being like, hey, like this is the amount of money you're gonna make. Like, I built this. Like, if I didn't put in the hard work, I wouldn't have this. And
she literally just said she didn't make some money before, which, yeah, you know, when you build stuff, you're not gonna probably make a ton of money right away. But she's like saying, you know, like being told what you're gonna make or something like that along the lines. At least you're making something. At least you're getting guaranteed pay. And I understand she has a job that she still has a normal like 9-to-5 job, which is great. But like this, she's like, I built this. If I didn't put in the work, I wouldn't have this whatsoever. So freaking cool. No. If your team didn't put in the work, you just watched it. You analyzed it. You told them what they had to do to put out those fires. And that's what gave you that income. And then now they're still looking for it.
I just think that's so cool, and it makes me so happy to be able to look back and say, wow, I did this. And this is only the beginning. Our team is freaking exploding. We're doing massive things, and it's really freaking cool to be able to have other people doing the same thing alongside me and seeing the same success that I am alongside me and being able to help them and mentor them and guide them and all the things. But it's just cool.
Yep. Okay, here's another picture. I love that I get to be with her every single day, all day, and not just weekends and evenings. This individual, cute baby, very cute baby. It's just so rude. It's so condescending. It's so, like, no one goes to her, like, I cannot imagine people go to her page and be like, wow, that is so inspiring. Like, people who read that, who have kids, who see most of them in the evenings and on the weekends, feel like, wow, thanks for making me feel like crap while you're doing your scheme. This is just really, it's just like a lot of it. It's a lot of it. It's just like, oh wow, look at me, look at me, well, look at I'm doing everything right, you're doing everything wrong. Just because you're not doing my scheme, you're just, your life doesn't matter as much, you know? That's what these are all about. It's like, gosh, look at me. Like, who goes, like, when I was working, let's say I used to work at Subway. I used to work as a dental assistant. I did not come on social media. I didn't go to my, like, a random stranger and be like, I make this much. I made this much. I got a raise. You know, I worked really hard, and they gave me an extra, you know, they let me work overtime, whatever. Like, you know, I didn't go and brag about that stuff. It's just weird. It's so weird. Like, going on your stories and bragging about that stuff. It's just an odd concept if you think about it. It's like, okay.
Just hanging out, but I was more productive today than I have been. It feels good. I also woke up a little earlier than I have been lately, so that feels really good. I definitely am struggling with not having like a set routine, but I know that's just going to come with time. It's something that I need to give myself grace, like I was talking about before. But through the moments of, you know, struggle and, you know, when I'm like getting discouraged, I think of how hard I worked for this life and how this is exactly, you know, the dream life that I pictured when I was working. When I started my business at the age of 21, I knew that I wanted to have kids. I knew that I wanted to be able to stay at home with them, but I also wanted to be able to work. And this is exactly everything that I have ever worked for and more. And this little guy reminds me each day how freaking lucky I am for that.
I'm so thankful. Like I say, yes, everyone's life is hard and difficult in their own ways. Baby life is hard. I'm just, congrats to everyone who, you know, who's starting their family and who is, you know, really changing their lives in such a way. That's insane. I mean, it takes a lot of freaking work. And so I'm just very happy for you. But to, like, just to like say something, like, I definitely am struggling with not having a set routine. A lot of people do, especially when they're having a newborn. But I know that's what's gonna come with time. Through the moments of struggling and getting discouraged, I think of how hard I worked for this life. I worked for this life. Your huge downline is what's giving you this life. You are chilling out because of your downline for the work they're putting in, not you. I'm sorry, it's not you. Yeah, you put some work by watching them, you supervise what they're doing, you tell them what they have to fix, but that's not working. That's not a business. That's being a boss, and you're having these puppets work for you. That's not even a boss. I don't even want to say boss because that's not even, you're just being bossy. You're being bossy. You know? And so it just really sucks that all this stuff is going on the internet and making moms who are putting in all that they can, they're putting all this hard work in, and they're being put down like this in such a way. It's just really irritating to me. And then when I started my business, not really business, I knew that I wanted to have kids and to be able to stay home with them, but also work. That's great. You can do that in really ethical, awesome ways. And then she goes on and say, this is exactly everything I have worked my booty off for, and I am so thankful for it. This little guy reminds me of just how thankful and lucky I am. You're lucky that you have such an amazing team that's willing to do whatever for you so you have your income. Plain and simple. You know, all businesses are like that. All jobs are like that. They are guaranteed pay. They have a set wages. They get great benefits. They don't have to pay to play. They go to this job, they get interviewed for this job, they get a set wage, they get their perks, and they come and they exchange their time for that. This is like just kind of volunteering and hoping for the best with this. Oh, I love my home office. I worked hard for this. I used to work in my closet because it was the only space I had. Great. Moments I worked so hard for, getting some work in while snuggling this little man. Still not fully diving back into work, but doing some stuff here and there. Exactly. She doesn't have to because her team is big enough. She can hold off. Oh gosh. Okay. OMG, I love days that just feel so productive. I've got so many creative juices flowing and all the ideas running through my mind. Thankful for a job with so much creative freedom. Be an artist. You can do a lot of things. Be a chef. You get creative. Graphic designer. Whatever. Okay.
Tuesday, you guys. I just finished cardio and core. Something I get asked every single day is how I find energy and motivation to show up every single day. I talked a little bit on energy in yesterday's post, but I wanted to kind of talk about motivation today because obviously I'm not always motivated and I have to constantly remind myself why I started.
I talk about this, I touch on this in other videos. People, especially her, she loves to talk about how she gets tons of questions on this. She gets tons of questions on this. And it's just like, why? It just, you're putting off this image that everyone thinks like that you're all it, you know? And she maybe does get questions. I'm not doubting that at all. I am not doubting that at all, right? I'm not taking that away from her. I'm just saying coaches are great at putting themselves on a pedestal, and that's what just, it rubs me the wrong way. It says, I get asked about energy and motivation every single day, and I touched on energy yesterday, and I want to touch on motivation. Okay, these coaches come to Instagram and preach like they're doing everything perfect. And I'm not saying all of them. Some of them are pretty good, but there's some, even some in this video, that act like, you know, like, oh, they'll say comments like, and of course, you know, I'll have a pizza or something every once in a while. I'm not always perfect, but, you know, I'm normal too. It's like, you're not a saint. Like, I mean, you're just doing a fitness program. Like, I mean, people who are doing, I'm not discrediting that. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of, you know, that's an amazing thing to be proud of, is taking care of yourself and whatever. But there's just a line. There's a line of helping people out, and I'm doing my thing, but I'm bragging. Just plain old simply bragging. Trying to make a sale. Okay, really being reminded, one of the big reasons why I keep working so damn hard on my coaching business. So I don't have to be stuck in a job that doesn't give me passion, purpose, or rewards. One that I'm not excited about. One that doesn't make me a better person or help me grow. One that restricts me from living my life because I have to clock in during certain hours for someone else's dream and goals. Motivation at its finest. What the? I'm sorry. Everyone's passion, everyone's purpose, everyone's life, everyone's idea of a dream life is different. People love just to go somewhere, clock in, clock out. They love that. But to put this on internet and just make people feel that what they're doing is insignificant, making people feel that what they're doing is bullshit or crap and they're just wasting their life, that is so rude. That is so wrong and condescending and patronizing and all the damaging things. It's toxic. All this wellness coach crap is supposed to be empowering. This is not empowering. To say, so I don't have to be stuck in a job that doesn't give me passion, let's say nursing. People love being a nurse. I know my best friend, she's a dental assistant. She loves it. She loves teeth. That's a passion of hers. Purpose or rewards? Being a nurse gives you purpose. Being a dental assistant gives you purpose or rewards. I would say, you know, at least you get it paid. You get guaranteed pay. You get benefits. You get trips too. I mean, I don't know where you work, but a lot of people get actually good rewards. I mean, I don't understand what that means. One that I'm not excited about, you know, it just depends on the person, honestly. I get it. If it's not your thing, I get it. Like, I feel the same way. Like, I understand that. But to make it, like, to tell people, like, oh, what you're doing is shit. One that doesn't make me a better person, why? I mean, I understand that, but why can't they make people a better person, you know? You know, I know someone who I used to, you know, I just know of someone who went back to school after having kind of like a harder life. And now she works at a job, and I'm so freaking proud of her for turning her life around. That was growth that made her a better person. That 9-to-5 freaking job. Wow, crazy. One that restricts me from living my life because I have to clock in during certain hours for someone else's dreams and goals. Listen, that last thing is exactly what this is doing, what this MLM, what Beachbody is doing. One that restricts me from living my life. I had to restrict my life. When I was in Beachbody coaching, I had to feel like I had to do everything, drop everything for my damn coach. I had to drop everything to either get people active, to, you know, oh, I can't watch Netflix, I should be inviting, you know, like, or be on these calls. Like, no, you drop for Beachbody coaching, you are dropping everything for your coach, for your upline, and you're working for them. And she just said that, so contradicting. in certain hours for someone else's dreams and goals. Everything's wrong in this post. I'm sorry. I'm not nothing against these people. In a way, yeah, because they're saying it. But I know it's because they're stuck and they're trapped in this. Like, I used to say this crap. And I don't know if I did say that, but like, it's crap. Momming all day, working in little pockets of time. OMG, it's everything I ever dreamed of. I'll continue working hard for this little smile every single day. Okay, your team will. Didn't know how work life would look like with this little guy by my side, but boy is the best. Worked so dang hard for this, but it can be challenging at times, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Your team did it. I freaking love that I get to be here with them for all these special moments. No rushing home from work, racing to make dinner, or missing family dinner and then rushing to bed. You are so perfect. Everything about it, everything about your life is perfect. I've been getting DMs. People are dropping. People are quitting their coaching lives because of the anti-MLM movement. I wouldn't get too cocky and proud because you need your team to continue to give you money. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. I hate to be like in that tone right now, but it's so frustrating to see this bullshit. It's really frustrating because you're being toxic to people who watch you. You're trying to convince and make people and hit people in a spot that hurts to get them to join your scheme so you can benefit off them. Let's finish. This has always been a huge dream of mine, and I just love that I'm here. I'll never take these moments for granted. I'm not gonna hit all these right now. I'll come back to, I'll make a part 2. If you guys want a part 2, let me know. I'm just getting really irritated by this.
I am officially home and diving into work for the first time today. I got like a tiny bit of work done earlier, but I wanted to pop in here because you guys know I share very openly that I retired from teaching at a really young age, and it's amazing. I worked so for that, and it was always my dream to be home with my kids. But I'm well aware that that's not everyone's dream. I know some people love their career, some people love going to work, and that's totally okay, but I also know.
Stop putting them down. Please stop putting them down for loving what they do.
There are tons of mamas that follow me here because you guys message me that wish you could be home with your kids. So tomorrow I'm actually hosting a little info session to talk all things coaching and how I fit it into my life when I first started, how I fit it into my life now, and how it can give you the potential to really dream big and create a life by your design. So if that is something that you would be interested in learning a little bit more about, like I said, no strings attached. I'm just gonna share my story and how it's fit into my life. You can vote right here on this poll, and I will send you the link to join.
Last one. Busy isn't, and then sorry, this one's blurry. I don't know why this is from today. Busy isn't a badge of honor. Life goes by too fast as it is. I work hard to create a life that allows me the freedom to slow down and soak in the good times. They're all the same gist. Like, seriously, they're all the same, but there's so many of them, and it's just like people go to this, watch this, and feel like crap or unfollow because I see the social blades. you know, they go down, then they join this like weird, sketchy giveaway, and then it goes back down and down because it's insulting. It's rude. It's not fun. It doesn't make me feel good. I don't go to this and be like, oh, I feel so good now, you know?
Do this morning and I totally forgot. Not only are Thursdays like a really big deal when it comes to our business, but like that's when people rank advance, it's whenever we get paid, and today was a very emotional day because the deposit into my bank account is physically the most I have ever made in my life. And if you've been around here for a little while, you know, I've said it over and over, but it's genuinely because my team keeps growing and we keep helping more people and we keep helping and showing up, and it just like, and you know, today when we were able to just pack up and go and spend the day together, it wasn't because I just don't work. It's because I worked for that freedom to be like, okay, I'm going to be able to take the day off so that I can come in and work any other time that I want to. And that right there is truly.
You can get that with a normal job. You can take an afternoon off.
What I've prayed for. And that does not come easy. It comes with hard work, and it comes with girls who mean it, like this girl.
You literally can do that with any job. I'm just saying, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, we have to remember that. Like, I know when I watch it, it's like, oh my gosh, wow, that's so amazing. like, oh my gosh, I would love to take my time away. I would love to tell myself that I can do something in the free time that I have. Anyways, but you have to, like, we have to remember that when we listen to this stuff, we have to remember, like, okay, go back to reality, and what does reality give you? It gives you the exact same shit, but better. Okay, I have so much more I could go through, but I think I'm just gonna do that because I'm already hitting the second timer of this camera. So if you guys like this, let me know. I'll keep doing them if you want. This is a part 1 of All About Me series, okay? So let me know. Part 2, let me know. If you want a part 2, like this video, subscribe, make sure you stick around, say hi. I love to say hi to you guys, and I love, you guys are just, seriously, my YouTube dream has always been a dream. I'm just very excited. So thank you so much for making it. Thank you for being in my little community. Thank you so freaking much. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. And just remember, your job, your life, your passion, your career, whatever you're choosing that makes you happy is valid. Okay? Don't let these dumb stories, these manipulating, brainwashed posts take you away from your reality. Try to minimize what you're doing. What you're doing is great. We need 9-to-5 jobs, okay? I hate seeing this stuff. It makes me so mad, and that's why I grabbed one of these, because it's like, we're gonna go through all these. You need a drink because it's ridiculous. Like, like, from the outside in, just knowing the ways of that, it's so annoying, and it's just toxic. So what you're doing is amazing. Whatever you're doing with your kids, it's up to you. Do what's best for you and your family. Don't be put down by people like this just trying to get your money and take off of your work, because they get money from you working, whether you're making money or not. I mean, I'm not saying, okay, so you have to build your team a little bit for them to see, but you know, realistically, all you have to do is sign up. You're already helping them out. So just be careful and just remember that what they are telling you, if you have people on your timeline that are saying that stuff, get out of that. Unfollow. Keep your mind healthy because that's so toxic. Okay, bye guys. Also, does anyone else, when they, because I pick my lips, I don't usually all the time, but I have been lately, and so before I filmed this, I had red on red from picking. Does anyone else, after I lay down makeup, so they have foundation on their lips, I like how my lips look when they like kind of like more nude looking, so I'll take like my foundation. So if you guys saw, obviously, it helps. Also, this is a new brush. I really like, I got it, it was a TikTok find. I'll link it down below if you guys want to try it. I think it really just does a nice job with like blending. It's very, very, very compact. So I really don't notice like the lines like a brush uses, and like I feel like the blender brushes or balls or beauty sponges, I feel like that absorbs too much product. I don't know. To me, I've been trying this. I really like it. It was like $10. So I'll link it down below if you guys want to try it out, but I really like it. So it comes with a case. Anyway, I just wanted to explain that whole thing. So, okay. Peace.